Crystal here, SavvyBroker.com. You know, the real estate disclosure laws are there. They're pretty good. They're in place, and if a construction person does fraud, then you know the law's there that protects the consumer. The law says that a seller must disclose all facts that they know, and the governing bodies of your state, most of them, have some pretty good laws in place. Some of them actually have laws on the book that are totally anti-consumer. But the states that do have good laws in place, here's the problem. The real estate attorneys pick a law, you bring a case to them and they pick a law that works best for them to have the quickest way to get them paid. They look up cases so they can see what's the easiest way for them to go, and the real estate attorneys don't really know what the realtors and the title companies do. So it's kind of a mess. So plus, as I keep saying, the E&O insurance have their attorneys and they keep you in court for years. So it's really impossible to enforce those laws. So it's almost as if the laws don't exist, they don't need to exist, it doesn't even matter. I want to talk to you today about another issue. It's about realtors. They send us this stuff. It's, you know, representing, this is from the Association of Realtors Legal in our state when I was a realtor. It's about representing buyers competing for the same property. I'll have this on SavvyBroker.com. The interesting thing is that happens all the time, and that's people's beef with dual agency. Because if they represent the buyer and the seller, they think that they can't be honest. Well, as I've said in other videos, I think that dual agency is actually more honest. I think you have more protection and you can get a better deal. This issue is having two buyers, right? So you represent the seller or another realtor represents the seller, and you have two buyers and you kind of feed them against each other. Some realtors even lie about having a buyer. Shocking, but true. So if you have two buyers, how do you have one of them make an offer and the other one make an offer, and they're kind of fighting with each other and you're lying to them both, and how can you really represent two buyers in the same property? It happens in the area I live in all the time. You know, obviously one of them's going to lose and you're going to sell them something else. But how does the realtor fit into all this? Are they really objective? Do they really say, well, you know, I don't know. Did they not tell what each other's offering or circumstances? You know, well, let me tell you, pretty much every single time they have a favorite. They have one they want to have the property, either because they'll resell it or they'll get more commission, and they have another property in mind for the other one. But the realtor does influence who gets that property. The realtor influences so much more to the real estate transactions than the real estate consumer really knows. It's scary. So if your realtor is representing you and another buyer on a deal, you know, walk away. You're gonna lose. In some way or another, you're gonna lose. Financially, emotionally, stressful, something's gonna come up in the long run. Either way, you're gonna lose. So don't let your buyer's agent represent you and another buyer on the same property, in the same negotiations. It happens all the time, and it's not a good thing. Go to SavvyBroker.com and find lawsuits and legal documents, and there are some other folks out there fighting for the real estate consumer, and I'm going to post their articles, and I'm trying to help the real estate consumer. RealEstateIndustryWhistleblower.com and SavvyBroker.com, and find out what you need to know about behind the closed doors of your real estate transaction.